Hi, this is going to be about choke, specifically just choke. If you look on the kits page in the lower right hand corner, you see foot, and then you see above the next two spaces you see pedal and choke. We're just going to look at choke right now. Typically in a drum kit, I'm going to use the hi-hat because it's the easiest one and the most common that's used in this function. The hi-hat is the two cymbals that close together when you push your foot down, so it stops the sound. So if you want to emulate that that phenomena with DrumPerfectPro, you use the choke function. And under the hi-hat, we have hi-hat closed, which is simply your foot down on the hi-hat, and you would typically just hit it with a stick. Then you have the hi-hat open with your foot up on the pedal. The hi-hat would be open and sort of rattling and loud. You also have down here, you have hi-hat pedal. That's where you just don't strike it at all, but you just push your foot down. And you can use that to both make a sound and also to choke the sound. So I'm going to show you the hi-hat open, what that sounds like. So that's just a strike with the hi-hat open. Actually, they're touching each other a little bit. It's not completely wide open. So if I were to want to simulate pushing down on the pedal to stop that sound, I would go to the hi-hat pedal and add that in at the point at which I want the pedal to come down and choke the sound. Now, the interesting thing, and one of the nice things about this program, is that depending upon the velocity, it determines how much it's choked, from nothing to all the way. So let's use all the way first. So that's all the way. Now, and you can select that beat, and we can change the velocity. You can hear that it's not quite as hard. Let me get rid of that other open hat. So you can hear that it's not quite as drastic. And then if I move it down even more, of course, the pedal coming down does make a sound, so you can now hear that in addition. Now, if you wanted to choke the hi-hat without hearing the second sample, you would go to the hi-hat. Okay, let's remove this. You would go to that open hi-hat, and you put the strike next to it, where at the point you want it to close, and then you swipe down to make it red, and it accomplishes the same thing. It would be more like using your hand instead of coming down on the foot pedal, which is really nice as well. And also, this behaves the same way with the velocity level. Now, to make this happen, I guess I should have mentioned this initially. To make this work this way, you have to go to the kits page, and then look down there where we started out. You have to select what device, where it says choke here. So anything I want to close that open hi-hat, you select that thing that's going to do the closing, and then you assign it to the thing that you want it to close. So I've got the hi-hat closed, choking the hi-hat open. The same thing with the pedal. The pedal closes the hi-hat open, chokes the hi-hat open. So this is a great feature. You can use this on anything. You can use this on your crash cymbals, of course. That would be a common usage. You can use it on shelled drums. You can use it on the snare drum. You can create a kind of a gated snare effect using that on the snare drum, or you can even use it to change the articulation of a snare drum by gently or artfully changing the velocity of the choke level. This is just another of the great deep features that you have available in DrumPerfect, which is the best thing going to create real drums and real drum sounds. So I hope that helped a little bit.